Krissy Blanko.
What?
You know who the fuck it is. You know what the fuck it do. Man, it's been a minute. I'm good. I'm good. Let me turn you up just a little bit. Hold on one second. Oh man, happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Happy Fem Friday.
Cheers. Let's get it. Let's get it. Little booch.
Right. Health is well.
Health is well, baby.
Little kombucha. Little kombucha.
Little kombucha. I love it. Oh man, it's so good to see you.
It's so good to see you. See, I'm hella juice. I haven't seen your face in hella long either. I was just telling everybody tuning in that we've been knowing each other for mad long, yo. Like we met in like 2012.
Yeah.
2012.
What is that? So we're like almost at 10 years now.
Yeah, we're almost a decade in this thing.
Let's go. Since the trenches.
Right. So please tell the people who you are, where you're from. Give the people the spiel.
100%. My name's Blimes. I used to go by Old Blimey, which is when I met Krissy. And I'm from San Francisco, California. Grew up, born and raised, city kid, public school, all of that, you know. Yeah, I live in Los Angeles currently. I think I've been here about 12 years now, just on the grind, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
How's it been for you? Like, obviously, LA is moving way faster than the Bay. I think I asked Glam this. I had Glam on here last week, and she's in New York, and I asked, like, how is it as far as like grinding here and grinding there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, in the Bay, it's like so much love that it's kind of like this little incubator of the culture where it's just like we love each other and support each other so much that we will do anything for each other. Like we ride for each other hella tough. But what that means is like we all get this little ceiling, right? It's like everybody's supporting each other. I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna do that for you. It's like so many favors. The moment I stepped out and moved down to LA is like, okay, you're not a favor artist anymore. We're going to pay you now. And I was like, okay, cool. Where that means that like that move for me was a big, I don't know, a notch in the value belt, which is so dumb to me. Because what's that?
The price went up.
The price did go up, and I wish that wasn't the case. You know, I wish that the prices were higher in the Bay, but.
Yeah.
I actually, since I've been gone so long, since I've been gone 12 years now, I actually don't fully understand what it's like out there, you know?
Oh, right.
Yeah. I hope people are paying for shows and shit. How is it? Are you in the Bay right now?
Well, I've been kind of on a hiatus myself. Haven't really been trying to take too many shows because I haven't had a solid single in a minute.
Yeah.
But so I can't really speak to it honestly. Like I don't really go out much. I haven't been showing face. It's something that I'm transitioning into, like really hitting the ground running now that I just dropped this mixtape today. By the way, Blanko Baguettes dropped today. Y'all go.
It's good. I listened in the shower. We got to talk about that too.
Oh yes, please.
Yeah.
Ooh, you listened to me in the shower.
I did. When Krissy Blanko talks about her bitches, I want to be one of them.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of went off subject. I wanted to stick to your origin story. How did you get into music, and when did you know that this is what I want to do for real?
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think I kind of skirted around like who I am and exactly what I do, but yeah. So like Krissy was saying, I'm from the Bay, so we kind of came up in the Bay Area rap scene together. We did Team Backpack together. You might have seen us on Team Backpack. That was hella fun. I always love doing a cipher because it gives you a chance to sharpen that pen and bring out your best bars. But yeah, I started off making music as a kid, and then like playing the guitar, playing the piano, playing the violin, playing the whatever you handed me, trumpet, anything. And then about 6th grade is when I found that I could write poetry. And then I saw kids battle rapping on the schoolyard. And I was listening to hip hop my whole life. I grew up in inner city San Francisco, like in the heart of it, you know, Western Edition. Like hip hop was pop culture growing up for me. You know, I remember being in 4th grade and we were at sustained silent reading. The whole class was quiet, and Robert P's going around the class whispering, "Every time I come around the city, bling, bling," like just rapping Master P, you know, like getting the class lit. I remember memorizing, you know, Waterfalls by TLC at 6 years old in the 1st grade. Like this shit runs through my veins. But anyways, my dad is a blues musician. My grandfather is a jazz musician. So they raised me with, you know, playing music around the house, playing music at school, all of it. It was like, yes, you're going to do music. So I wrote music. I played music. 6th grade, I saw kids battle rapping. And one day I was like, you know what? I'm just going to find the fucking courage to get in that circle and try it and give it a shot. Because I've been writing poetry. I've been writing poems, trying to get some shit off my chest, talking about boys I liked or girls I liked without not really understanding my sexuality fully yet, or talking about how my mom sent me to my room, like, you know, just getting shit off my chest, writing little poems, and they're battle rapping, and I'm like, you know what, I think I can do that. And I stepped in and I won, and then I won again, and then I won again, and then I was like, you know, I was shocked. Everybody on the schoolyard was shocked. They were like, who is this little tomboy ass white girl coming in the circle spitting bars like this? Like, how is she, you know, who is she? And that's how Blimey was born.
Dope. Speaking of how Blimey was born,
yeah.
How did you come up with the name Blimey? How did you come up with the name Blimey? And when did you transition from Blimey to Blimes Brixton?
Hell yeah. Thank you for asking this question. I think some people, like I've heard people get annoyed when people ask the name question, and I don't mind it at all because I love origin stories, you know, and I love to talk about my influences. And when I was in middle school and when I started battle rapping, and we were doing it for like lunch money and shit, and it was like, you know, the real shit. Nobody was filming. Nobody had a flip phone. We could be ourselves. We weren't like inhibited by the way that social media has taken off today. So I would while out. I was reading Harry Potter. I was listening to Dizzy Rascal. I was listening to The Streets. I was obsessed with British culture. Don't ask me why, but I was. I just thought, I love their accents. They're so damn sexy. They're so damn suave, smooth. Everything they do sounds cool as shit. Like even the gutter ass accent. Oh, it's so hot. I love it. So
I feel that was me with Spice Girls. As soon as Spice Girls hit the scene,
right.
From London, I get it.
You feel me? What was your Spice Girl track? What was your favorite Spice Girl song?
Too much of nothing is that enough.
Not enough.
Coming over me to make me wonder too much of Yes, that's.
I already know how offbeat we are with the timing, so I'm not even gonna try. But I wanted to.
I heard the ad-libs. You sound good.
Oh,
you sound
the Spice Girls part. So yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. So from your obsession with British and London.
Yeah. Especially London, like, you know, the city, big city London, like grimy shit. And probably if anybody's watching this, you know, in the UK, they'd probably be like, none of that shit's grimy, you hella soft. So, you know, I don't claim shit that I don't know for real. But I was battle rapping, and for some reason this like other part of me came out, and like, I don't know if it was a strategy or a tactic to throw off my opponent or what it was, but sometimes I would just battle with a British accent. And this was like pre Nicki Minaj using her Roman, you know, what's she has her alter ego Roman, and she raps with a British accent.
Mm-hmm.
So I was doing that for forever, like hella long ago. So when I heard Nicki do it, I understood it perfectly. I was like, that's just the alter ego. That's just the alter ego coming out. So yeah, I would say Blimey a lot when I battle raps because I was using British slang. So I'd be like, you know, she's so grimy, leave the broads draws so slimy, make them say, oh, blimey, which was like, oh, blimey is like an exclamation.
Right.
But I came to find out later that I had the saying wrong, and it's core blimey, C-O-R, and I thought it was oh, blimey. I thought it was oh, blimey.
Me too.
That part.
Oh.
C-O-R is the actual saying, but I always heard it as oh. So I started when I battle raps, and then dudes in the raps were like, oh, that's the blimey girl. It just stuck. Like, they were like, oh, that's the blimey girl. And then as that started to stick, I became oh, blimey. And I was doing graffiti art, so I started writing oh, blimey. And then as I carried on and got into professional battle rap, you know, in my 20s or late teens, you know, and I started traveling, and I was on Grind Time, and I was on World Star, and I was battling in Brooklyn and in the Bronx, and traveling and given these beautiful, amazing opportunities. I kept that name. So it was always Old Blimey from 12 until 20 something, 25 probably. And I was battling. And then one day I got woke, and I was like, why am I battle rapping? Like, why the fuck am I standing on this platform that reaches millions of people on YouTube, and like, why am I basically like projecting these stereotypes and amplifying these stereotypes in front of millions of people, when truly who I am as a person, like, you know, in a battle, you say the worst thing you possibly can about somebody. And when I started to meet people on the street, and they were like, you're Old Blimey, right? They'd be like, you're hella nice. I wasn't expecting that. I started to realize that who I was on the stage and who I am in real person wasn't aligning anymore. And I was, you know, I don't know if I can keep doing this. It's not real to me, you know? I need to make music about who I really am. Yeah. So I don't know. Have you ever had one of those moments where you were like, let me shift?
With what you saying, like, you know, spending a lot of time on Team Backpack. I feel like Team Backpack is where I found my voice, you know, where I found my voice, where I found my confidence, kind of figured out who I was as an artist.
Yeah.
And I was just like, why am I wasting these high 16s when I could be making records?
Right.
So totally identify with what you're saying. It was just a point where it was like, even now, like, I don't really dabble into the ciphers. I don't really do the ciphers anymore. I would, like we said, love to practice.
Yeah.
But actually, I was thinking, since you said you love ciphers, so last, I had Glam on.
Yeah.
When Glam, we could go live, like, in a couple months or so. It's just the idea, but we could go a little cipher type situation. Bring that old thing back.
I'm hella down. You know, like I said, I love you. I got you. Whatever you need, like whatever elevates us all, whatever elevates you, I'm down for. Glam, I love Glam. Like, I feel like whenever anybody says like who's your favorite or who's really doing it for you, I'm just like, anybody that came out of the Bay.
Right.
Anybody that came out of the Bay. Like, there's something different. We're made different. You know?
You always support, like, no matter what, like, especially when you were doing the White Out Wednesday.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that was so amazing. Like, you're so cool for that. Definitely love that you're, obviously a decent human being and aligning yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate you doing that. And I appreciate you putting me on your platform as well, because that's awesome. So
yeah, I'm so glad that you could do it. I did. If anybody watching didn't, catch on to what White Out Wednesday was, for one entire year from the time shortly after George Floyd was murdered into 2021, every Wednesday I hosted a Black creative, usually a Fem Black creative, on my page, to amplify, their voice, their art. I would do it until eternity if I could. But I only want to be absolutely present for it. And I only want to be fully invested and not working while they're going live and, can't answer, can't help somebody get into the page. And so that started to be the case, is that I wasn't able to be as present for it as I wanted to be. So then I reinvested my time and energy back into my immediate circle, and micro activism. And like, I feel like that's what I have to give right now. I think that a lot of people who are interested in activism and who are allies, a lot of us probably experienced this in 2020, but that burnout was real, you know, and like this is a long haul, you know. So I had to readjust, but for 1 year it was beautiful. I loved it. I love to share my network, my friends whose work that I value, like you, Krissy, on my page, and be like, hey, you guys might only listen to like white artists, but I'm gonna need you to check out my homegirl Krissy for a second. Right.
Dope as fuck for that, for real, for real. Truly, truly appreciate that from all of us.
Thanks. And you, you know the way these
on
algorithms
behalf of the Black community. Thank you.
Give a shake on it. Got you. I got y'all. I feel like the way these algorithms are set up, I noticed that like when I listen to like a white rapper, then all of a sudden on Spotify, it's like, do you want to listen to this white rapper and this white rapper and this white rapper? And I'm like, man, why are we doing this?
Right.
So
right.
The way that it already sets us up to, the algorithm sets us up to be like racially attentive to a certain, you know, race of people in music. I would really like to break that down and be like, if you're listening to my music, please make sure you're also checking out, you know, where I grew up, who I grew up around, why the fuck my soup is seasoned, you know, where I got the seasoning from. You feel me? So yeah, thank you.
Appreciate that. Speaking of your music, say what you mean, man. You mean what you say. Hey.
You ain't gotta say mean, babe, but please tell me what you mean, babe. Hey, say what you mean.
Love it. Talk to us about it. How did you come up with the title, and like where did you get your inspiration for the track?
Yeah, Say What You Mean is a song. It dropped a couple weeks ago. The video just dropped Wednesday, so go check that out. Thank you for asking about it, Krissy. It is a song about ending cycles in relationships. You know, I leave a lot of my songs up for interpretation to the listener. I want them to be universally understood and felt. So when I write a song, it's not always about one specific person, but like kind of a melting pot of similar experiences in my life, which you might relate to. Sometimes it's specific, but other times it's like this general situation. So Say What You Mean is about a relationship running its course, whether it's romantic or a friendship or a business relationship, and you asking for somebody to communicate and then realizing that it's gone too far past communication and you have to walk away. For somebody like me who's like super empathetic and a very long time people pleaser, I want to do right by everybody, it's hard for me to end relationships. It's really hard for me to end relationships. However, I've realized in the last few years how empowering it can be to have the right ones for both parties, for you and me. If this shit isn't working out, then this shit isn't working out, and we got to carry on, make space for the ones that are. So that's what Say What You Mean is about. It's about saying what you mean and meaning what you say and communicating through the end of a relationship.
Period.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. And
speaking of music,
say that again?
I said, speaking of music, you dropped today.
Speaking of music, yes, I did. I dropped a little mixtape. So really the thought process behind this was like, you know, I do a bunch of freestyles, if you will, or covers on my Instagram. And so people are always asking me where can they find it, so on and so forth. So I decided to just compile a good amount, like 14 to 15 tracks, and drop that and just hold people over till the single that's about to come.
Come on.
Told nobody, but I'm gonna tell y'all now. Yes, the single is dropping January 1st. So this is just
shit. We got a New Year's single?
Yes, we got a New Year's single. You know, we gotta step into the new year right. So I'm trying to get it right, get it tight. And yeah, drop the mixtape today. Blanko Baguettes is out on SoundCloud and Audio Mac right now. Also on my YouTube. Y'all check out my YouTube. But
it goes hard. There's 2 bars that jumped out to me. I got that Krissy Yamaguchi bar. You said, the way I'm skating on this ice, call me Krissy Yamaguchi.
Woo! My heart is Krissy Yamaguchi when I was little.
Right.
Love.
Hard. Will you spit the couple bars before that too? Because do you remember them? The way you delivered it was crazy. The Coochie Krissy Yamaguchi. Fuck.
Oh, It was ratchet as fuck. I said.
That's why I loved it.
I said, damn, what did I say before this bar though? I know I said, suck my pussy, eat my coochie. Suck my pussy. Oh yeah. Buy me Louis, buy me Poochie, suck my pussy, eat my coochie. All this ice and skating no, call me Krissy, I'm a Gucci, drink water, that's your coochie. Bad booty, little Uzi, little mama with that chopper, knock the top of your coochie. Diamonds dancing, MC Hammer, all my niggas keep a toolie, coffee, help they have you yelping. I ain't talking about a booty.
Let's get it. You already know. Oh shit, I love it. The 100K line goes crazy.
Oh yeah, what the fuck did I say? Something about me that made. It ain't nothing free, you gotta pay. And if you want me to underlay, 100K. 100K?
That shit goes stupid. I love it. Yeah.
Thank you.
You got bars. If you guys are just tuning in because you saw my name go live and you don't know about Krissy, get it together. Get to know.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Look at you interviewing me. I love that. I see what you're doing. I see how you see it.
Every situation in my eyes should be mutually beneficial. You feel me?
I love that you do that. Speaking of relationships, how did you get we met, you was a solo artist, so I'd love to see you with my good girl Gab. How did y'all meet up?
50 Gab.
Like, how did y'all meet? And then I'll get into some I have a follow-up question, but we'll start.
Okay. Bet.
Yeah.
I'll give you. I know I've been kind of trailing on. So Gab and I were friends. I'm gonna give it the condensed version. Gab and I became friends on Facebook, and we kind of argue over who friended who, because both of us say we're not the bitch to friend a random bitch.
Right.
On Facebook, but we became friends on who knows what was going on back in 2015.
Right.
But we became friends on Facebook. We both had a mutual friend named Gav Lynn, and I say Gav a lot, and it gets confused between Gav and Gab. But yeah, right. Gav Lynn, a mutual MC homie who's a dope spitter as well. We had both done music with her prior, so somewhere in that world we crossed paths. Became friends on Facebook, dapped each other up, you know, fans of each other work from afar. And then I was going to Seattle working on a film, and I was a PA. You know all the hustles we do. You know all the hustles we do. I was a PA on a comedy film passing through Seattle, and I was like, hey, I'm going to be in Seattle. We got a link. And she was like, I got you. Meet me here. And I met her, and we kicked it for an entire afternoon. She showed me all around Seattle, and everywhere we went, people knew who she was. They were like, Gabby, Gab, what up, Gab? And I was like, damn, I'm with the fucking mayor. It's tight. Everywhere we went. Fast forward where, you know, we get coffees, we get t-shirts, people are throwing us shit, handing us shit. I'm like, okay, I'm with the right person. She takes me to the housing department. Like, I'm sitting there while she's like meeting with the housing department. It's a full ass, regular ass day. I'm like, I love this shit. And then we end up at this party at night, and everybody's coming out of this club. It's like 2 a.m. It's Seattle, so it's like drizzling. I'm drinking heavy. I used to drink heavy, and Gab's smoking heavy. She's smoking for me. I'm drinking for her. We're hanging out. She turns and she's like, here's Macklemore, like it's nothing. Macklemore, Blimes, Macklemore. I'm like, you really are the mayor. You just fucking know everybody, right? And it's lit. Pouring out of this club, and a street brawl ensues, right? On the street. Like 40 heads are fighting. And like everybody's slipping around, and it's like we went to this club called the 95 Slide, which isn't around anymore because gentrification. And so we went to this club called the 95 Slide, and it's like predominantly Asian and Black kids. Like that's it. And I was like, oh, I'm comfortable. This is how I grew up, predominantly Asian and Black kids. That's how I was raised. So you know, it wasn't nothing new. Anyways, everybody that comes out is fighting, and it's all these, you know, kids and even girls, like all these dudes and like even girlfriends are jumping in. There's like tumbleweeds, and it was wild. I was like, okay, Seattle, I didn't expect this. I'm impressed, honestly. And Gab is so hyped up off the fight, and I'm so hyped up off the fight. It dissipated. Everybody went their separate ways, as they always do. I'm so hyped up off the fight that we hop in her homegirl's car to go to an after party. And I'm like showing out. There's fine girls in the car. I'm drinking. somebody kicks the side of the car as we turn a corner. And I'm like, hell no. I look out the window and it's this drunk white girl on her boyfriend's piggyback. And like, we're in this area called Capitol Hill that's like queer people and people of color. And I'm like, wait, hold up. That's a straight white couple. And they're out here kicking sides of cars and shit. And I'm showing out in front of my new friends. I jump out and I chase her ass down the street trying to teach her ass a lesson. And when I get up to her, I bitch slapped her. Oh, and then I'm drunk as fuck thinking this is kosher. She comes, I slapped the shit out of her. She jumped off her boyfriend's back. And I'm like, oh shit. I did not realize how tall she was.
I was just about to say she hella tall.
She is hella tall. And you remember, Krissy, when I used to have the bun?
Yeah.
And I had the bun, right? So we start fighting. You know, we start fighting. I'm like shorter than her. I'm heavier than her. I had the bun. I'm drunk. I'm all tipsy. I'm all, you know, teeter-tottering, trying to keep up with it. What up, DJ Red Corvette? How you doing, mama? She's right here. And then she gets me by my bun and she's kneeing me in the face. I never even looked back to see if Gab or anybody got out of the car. But she's kneeing me in my face and I'm like, damn, this is it. This is where I get embarrassed in this new city in front of my new friend. And I open up my eyes to see Gab go, tag me in.
I said, hey, where are your friends?
I said, Gab, you're in. She gets in. We start going, you know, twos with her, which we didn't jump her. We didn't ambush her. She's a big ass bitch. You know?
Didn't get jumped, nah.
By this time, her like a whole circle had crowded around because everybody's coming out of the clubs. So we had a whole circle around the fight, as it happens. And the girl's boyfriend was like, you know, I can't watch this anymore. And he like goes in to throw a punch at Gab. And I hear from out of the crowd, not Gabby, Jink. And somebody knocks out the boyfriend. And I was like, protect the mayor, baby. That's the mayor. So we mopped her up pretty good. We knocked her over on a car. Busted off the side mirror, realized there was people in the car. We got out of there. We got our shit, earrings, purses, whatever, and dapped each other up and ate tacos. And we've been fam ever since. First night.
Gang, gang, squad.
First fucking night. That was it.
That's when you know. That's when you know. All it takes is just one night to see if a motherfucker is real or not. Yeah. You kept it real, she kept it real. I love it.
And then we did come correct a few years later. We didn't even talk about music for very long. Like, we didn't say, oh, we got to do a track now or nothing. We didn't do any of that. And then we did come correct, didn't know what we were sitting on, recorded the video, dropped the video on a Friday night, not knowing, you know, it was just a collab. We had no idea what was going to happen. And the hip hop world went crazy. You know, we got messages from De La Soul, Rod Digga, Bahamadia, you know, Meth was like, y'all fucking crazy for this one. Like, everybody was like, man, what the fuck? Who are these girls? Where did they come from? Why are they so old school?
Right.
Come correct went viral overnight on a Friday night. And the world was like, y'all are a group now. So yeah, we got booked for festivals and we got an agent and we got management because there were so many opportunities coming in off the viral, you know, off the way that shit went viral on Facebook, actually.
That's so dope.
Facebook.
That's why artists out there, do not shy away from the collabs because you never know what type of shit could take off. You never know. So don't be pushy when people be asking for features.
That part, Krissy. So have you ever noticed it's the ones that you don't bet on or the tracks that you don't think people are gonna like that people fucking love?
It is. Literally.
How does that work?
For real.
It's the no expectations part. You gotta have no expectations about it.
Right. And that's exactly what y'all did. See how the stars just aligned for y'all? That's hell what's up.
Yeah.
Talk about like, what is the difference, if there is a difference? I'm sure there is. Mm-hmm. Like, difference between you working in the studio and performing as a solo artist, mm-hmm. and then energy and, you know, what type of vibes become when Gab Link Up.
Got you. Let's see. Solo, you have complete creative freedom. You know, it's just you. It's your personality shining through and through and through. You link up with somebody else, though, and it is a whole different energy. And that energy, like galvanized energy, might be even more powerful, you know, than what the solo energy is. It's like you have two people that are different as humans, but can both spit their ass off and have different styles. You know, it might just multiply, you know, the reach. It might just multiply the resonation, you know, like a gay heavy white girl might see me in the group and be like, damn, I resonate with that. I'm tapped in. And like, you know, a straight mixed race girl might see her, or a black girl might see her and be like, damn, who is she? I'm tapped in. I see myself in her. Or it doesn't even have to be about race. Anybody can see either of themselves in either one of us, in the way that we write, the way that we spit. She's a cold bitch. She just dropped a song called Cold Bitch. She's like, I'm a cold bitch. And I'm like, I'm a sunflower, you know, like, so it's a duality. It's a yin and a yang. With me, you mostly get sunflower, you know, with her, you mostly get cold bitch. But when we're in a group, we bring that out of each other too. So maybe I'll bring the sunflower out of her, and maybe she'll bring the cold bitch out of me, which was tight because you got bars, 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 bars. So if somebody brings the cold bitch out of me, like, everybody wins, you know? I was like, I put down my battle sword until I got a group with Gab, and I was like, oh, I got to keep up with her bars. So you have that level of competition, that friendly competition that's like, let me spit my hardest shit because she's probably going to spit her hardest shit.
About it, yeah. I love that collab, and it's like bringing out the best in each other. Like, damn, okay, I know this bitch gonna go hard. I can't let her show me up. I can't get up with this bitch.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it takes a lot of maintenance. It's like a marriage. Let me talk about the real side of it that like Instagram doesn't always see. You know, like we don't always get along. We don't always agree. We move in different directions. We have our own heartbreaks and setbacks and grief to go through that makes us move in separate ways, you know? Right now we're both focused on solos. And I think that that's the beautiful part of friendship and partnership in any way. When you have communication, it's like, you know, we're not broken up, but we can focus on ourselves and come back together when it feels naturally aligned, you know, when it feels like we've individualized enough alone to come back together again. Because being in a group with somebody, you really do start, and oh my God, Krissy, we spent so much time together in vans. We lived in the same apartment building. She was the one floor below me. It was like,
no, it's a whole real ass relationship.
Right, exactly that. So, you know, you start adapting each other's qualities and shit, you know? So you gotta like separate and re-individualize, and make sure that we're both taking care of ourselves too, because on the monetization front as well, let's be real about that, you know, splitting every bag with an extra person, you know, in the music industry, we're already splitting the bag with, if we have an agent, if we have a manager, if we have on a song, if we have a producer, collaborator, we're already splitting the bag there. But then at the end of the day, whatever's left, then we're splitting it between the two of us. And that's hard too. So we have to both look out for ourselves, you know, financially as well, and make some solo shit, you know?
Yeah, no, I totally feel that. So the cool thing about it is y'all started off as solo artists, so it's not hella strenuous on y'all relationship as like with other groups where they start out in a group and then it's like weird when they go solo. So it's cool that you guys are able to keep that mind. You guys, everybody already knew you guys separately, you know, as an individual. So that's awesome. It's an easy transition. It's not even a transition. It's just like, you know, I'm gonna focus on this and we're gonna get back to it, like you said.
Right. Yeah, Krissy, that's a great question, and I really appreciate like the open space to talk about that and like talk about it all hella honestly, because, you know, I haven't done an interview in a minute, so it's like, hey guys, this is really the real, like, you know, it's not all butterflies and rainbows. This shit is a real relationship. It takes work. It takes trust. It takes communication.
Speaking of, you mentioned earlier how all these people reached out to you from De La Soul to Method Man, and I was gonna ask you because I be seeing you linked up with Meth from time to time. I'm like, oh, so you got linked up with Method Man, him like seeing y'all.
Yeah, Meth actually, the reason why I want to encompass like this entire story is because if anybody out there is on the brink of giving up and they're ignoring the like signs from the universe to keep going, I just want to reinforce why we got to keep going. Because I think you had asked me when I changed my name to Blimes, and I never properly answered that. But in 2015, when I realized I didn't want to battle anymore because it didn't align with who I was, it was like all gun bars and all murder bars. And I was like, I love people. And like, I come from San Francisco and the Bay where we're about unity and love, you know? And I realized I was stepping away from battle, and I wanted to get away from it so bad, Krissy, that I changed my name so that you couldn't find my, like, if you heard my new music, you couldn't find my battles. It wasn't attached to each other. So I changed my name to Blimes Brixton in 2015. And in 2015, I had a hard ass time working with social media to rebuild my fan base as a new name. I completely rebranded, and I wanted to start so fresh that I really worked hard to get rid of everything old Blimey and start truly fresh. But when I started truly fresh, I didn't realize that the algorithms had started being in place, because when Old Blimey was born, I could post a music video on my Facebook, and naturally it would get all the looks and all the love because
Right.
free, you know, before promotion on Facebook, before they could gauge your views, before promotion on Instagram, it was you post something, all your fans see it. So I had the hardest time, and I was about to quit. I was about to quit rapping. I was like, this shit isn't for me. You know, I'm a white girl. I'm rapping. You know, I'm queer. Like, on paper, I go against everything that I grew up listening to in hip hop, you know? Maybe I'm just supposed to be done now. And this is how the universe is telling me, because I can't get a following as Blimes. And then I got an email saying, hey, we're filming this new TV show called Drop the Mic, and Method Man is a executive producer, and he's the host of the show. He's a huge fan of your battle raps, and he wants you to come down to the show and meet him and work on the show. And I thought somebody was fucking with me. I thought somebody was playing a sick joke on me. I was like, no fucking way. I followed up. I found out it was real. I was like on the brink of giving up. I was so depressed. I was drinking heavy. I was like really trying to self-medicate to get through that depression. And I was at a low. I was at a bottom. And I remember the day that I went down to the TV show to meet Meth, I couldn't get out of bed. I was so depressed, and I called my mom, and my mom said, don't be a little bitch. Get your clothes on, put your makeup on, and you go meet Method Man. I said, okay, Mom. I'm listening to you, Mom. Went down and met him, and he was the nicest person ever. And he started singing a song to me that I wrote from across the fucking set. He started singing my song across the set, and I was like, that's insanity. I cannot believe this is a real moment right now. And what stuck with me forever is he said, let me know if you ever need anything. Like, he said, most battle rappers don't make good music, and you make good music. I listen to that shit. I play it for my homies. I love it. So I believe in you. If you need something, I got you. And maybe people wonder why I'm constantly reaching out a hand to somebody else at any moment. And it's because with an example like that, of him doing that, all I know to do is to pay it forward and to keep doing the same. That's all I know.
Right.
He taught me that word is bond. You know, he taught me that you follow through. So he did it. He did the feature. He sent it to me. I cried. I was working my ass off, like being a bus driver. Couldn't believe Method Man sent me the 16, said my name in the verse, and then he calls me like a month later, and he's like, let me know if you need anything else. I'm in LA for another week. I got you. And I was like, you want to do a video? And he said, yeah, I got you. He brought his kids. He had one day off. He brought his kids to the set, and we shot a video, and he's never asked me for a thing. Every time I try and pay him royalties, he says, no, put it back into your music. And God, I'm getting chills. I'm getting emotional.
Oh, that's so sweet, man, bro. Because it's just so hard in this industry, you know, like especially having people who genuinely care, and when they say they're gonna do some shit, they really do it and they follow through. And then someone of that caliber, like, I'm about to cry, bro. Like, because I know how much that meant to you. I know how much that means to us as artists to have that
Real,
support and that kind of backing.
real
So
talk.
I'm so fucking tired.
Shouts out to Method Man for being true and real and one of the most humble people I have ever met in my life.
And one of the finest.
And he's fine as hell. I know. I get all nervous around him. I'm like,
Okay.
I'm like, we're friends now, but like, why do I get nervous when I talk to you?
He just got that demeanor.
He really does. He really does.
That's what's up, man. That's hella what's up.
Yeah. So that's the Method Man story. And then, you know, Gifted Gab, he's Gifted Gab's favorite rapper of all time.
Aww.
So I was like, Meth, will you bless us? Can we put this on our album? Can Gab spit a verse on this? And can we put this on our album? And he was like, she spits her fucking ass off. I co-sign y'all. I got you. Whatever you. He's like, remember I said whatever you need? Whatever you need, sis.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Tune into the Book of Power, y'all.
Oh my God. I can't wait to catch up.
Tune into my mans, okay?
For real. Okay.
Wu-Tang. Y'all go watch Wu-Tang on Hulu.
The American Saga. Shouts out to Sean C. He's one of the music supervisors on that show, and he produced Sacred, which is on Gab and I's album, Sean C. and LV. Yeah, hip hop history, man. It's so.
Hell yeah, you tapped in. I love that. Hell yeah. So, you kind of alluded to, you know, having issues with addiction.
Yeah.
And congratulations on your sobriety. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, sis.
Such a blessing to overcome that. I'm so glad that you came up out of that. Talk to me about, just curious, how do you like vibe out in the studio? You know, most artists, we need our weed, we need our little black girl magic Riesling. Okay,
cute. That is so cute. Where'd you get that?
This is the McBride sisters. You can find it anywhere like Total Wine or whatever. They're very fire.
Yes.
I've had the Riesling, the Rosé. Their peanut, like, definitely top tier. Just love supporting, obviously, you know, black women in the wine industry.
Some people are getting that for Christmas. Some people probably on this live right now are getting that for Christmas. So watch out.
Y'all gonna cop that.
That's cute. Yes.
So talk to me about your creative process in the studio. How do you vibe out? What you doing? How do you? I mean, obviously, you know, life. We're inspired by life.
Right.
So talk to me about your process.
Right. So much of my content got like scrapped when I stopped drinking and using because I wrote so much about party life, you know, so much. A lot of a lot of Gab and I's album is about, you know, my party days, which is funny because it came out after I stopped using and drinking, but I was like, shit, am I not gonna be cool anymore? Am I not gonna have shit to say anymore? But we came to a place. So you know, I grew up on the 50 Cents, on the Dr. Dre's, on the Lil Wayne's, on the Eminem's. I grew up on the like glorification of like sex, drugs, rock and roll, all of that shit, just like you know. So I thought that was it, that was all you could rap about. And then when you have your Kendricks coming out or you have your Cuddies coming out, you have, you know, this like mainstream breakthrough of these honest artists, you know, you have, I'm trying to think of who did it in, you know, what woman did it. Cause I don't, you know, who was coming out just spitting some crazy, like honest shit. No Name. Rhapsody, let's talk about it. Rhapsody, No Name, you know, when it became cooler, to be honest, then I was like, okay, I'm all right. Like, I have other shit to talk about. I know people are always going to relate to the romantic shit. I know people are always going to relate to the self, you know, getting to know yourself journey. I know people are always going to relate to the relational, interpersonal trauma, dramas, all that. So I was like, okay, I can still do this. I'm not going to give up on that. And now when I'm in the studio, I like a good vibe. I like mood lighting. You see, I got it here. I like my mood lighting. I got my
right. Gotta have that lighting right.
crystals.
Yeah.
And I meditate and I pray a lot. And I feel like what that does is that like clears my channel and makes me available to get the like creative inspiration. Because at first, honestly, I was blocked. I was like, I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm not going to be able to write if I'm not drinking or smoking, because like you probably know, when you're drinking and smoking, you don't feel as inhibited. You have no filter. So you just write shit.
Yeah.
And
you just write shit.
Right. So I had to replace that with prayer and meditation and be like, higher power, whoever you are, moon mama, sky daddy, whoever the fuck is up there, universe, right, spirit, God, you know, I say God. It's like, for me, it's like an acronym, you know, for like great orderly divine spirit or whatever. Give me the creative, you know, touch. Give me the information that you want me to spit, that you want me to channel. As woo woo as it sounds, that's where I'm at. It's the praying and the meditation for me.
Hell yeah. I'm totally here for it. I should try that. I've never tried in the studio. I pray and I meditate often outside, out of the studio, but I've never really, I be on some other shit in there.
Right.
But I definitely want to try it. Do you listen to, have you heard of this artist, Londrell?
Put me on.
Londrell's album, I have to look it up real quick just to make sure I get it right, because you gonna love him. Londrell, Stay Free, all of his shit is like about just like higher self, meditating. It's not hella corny, like it ain't corny with it though. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like he literally has this one song, I think it's called something about the, hold on real quick. It's, hold on. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Oh, morning asana. Do that when do you do yoga too?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, listen to that when you're doing your yoga. Definitely all the vibes. He has a song called Gratitude that I like to listen to in the morning, or like as soon as I hop in the car, just to remember to give thanks. And like, Brad is dope as fuck. I'm gonna send you his album. I'm gonna text it to you for sure. You're gonna love him.
Please do. I'm super down.
Definitely.
My best friend said, yes, yoga queens. That's
yes. Got chakras aligned. You know what I'm saying?
You do yoga, right, Krissy?
Yeah. Yeah. Yoga. For a while, I used to work for this company, this like huge company, Trap Yoga Bay.
What?
It's totally like the dopest like yogi from the Bay Area. And so that's when I was in it before, but that's when I really like, you know, got cemented in it. And I try to practice as often as I can. But, you know, a bitch be tired sometimes.
Yeah, I feel it. I
definitely do. Speaking of listening to artists, who are some, actually, I don't even want to know about the guys. I never even asked about the guys. that you're listening to right now. Tell me your faves.
Currently, right now?
Yeah, right now.
I listen to, let's see, I listen to a lot of, man, I'm just going to drop my favorite female artist of all time is Tracy Chapman. I fucking love Tracy Chapman. Oh, God, I love Tracy Chapman. Glam just dropped. I was listening to Krissy in the shower today. I fucking love Glam. I'm so glad that you had her on last week. She's fucking raw as hell.
She's hella raw.
Last Artful Dodger. Have you heard of Dodger?
From your page.
Yeah.
Yeah, from your page.
Dodger crazy.
Yeah.
I love Dodger. Just bars, singing, wittiness. I'm a big fan of entendres, double entendres, triple entendres. She just stacks the entendres on, so it got seven meanings, you know?
Yeah.
Who else, man? I swear, it's like, I'll be in my head, I'll be running, I'll be listening to somebody, and I'll be like, anytime somebody asks me who I'm listening to, I need to say this person. And then I get exactly what, you know, who I want to say. The Lioness out of Minnesota, she's hella.
Okay.
Fortunately, I've shared most of the people that I listen to on my page, for real.
Okay.
Gavlin, Reverie, man, Vel the Wonders, tight as fuck. Yeah.
I'm writing down all the people I never heard of.
Vel the Wonder, man, she got bars for days.
Oh, word.
And her style is really sick. How could I be slipping? Nitty Scott is dope. Flo Millie.
Yeah.
Rico Nasty. Oh my God. Tiara Whack. Tiara Whack is one of my favorites to ever do it.
Earlier when we was naming people, right after I said Rhapsody, I was about to say Tiara.
She's so sick. I love it. The goofiness, the wittiness, the bars.
And she switches her cadence up and she for her voice. I love that.
She's so tight. So tight. And if you're watching at home, please do check out Krissy Blanko as well. Like, please check her out, because I was in the shower getting some goosebumps to the bars. So.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Of course.
So what's next for you? What's going on with you, sis? I mean, you just say what you mean.
Yeah.
You're good, okay? You're looking good. Them pictures, best pictures, chef's kiss, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm coming in. What's that?
I said, especially with that Giro shit.
You feel me? Bless you. Oh, man. So yeah, I mean, we're going for elevated concepts, elevated visuals. And when I say we, I mean me. It's me now. You know, I gotta get used to talking about me in first person and be proud. Like, it's me. I'm going hard, you know? Like, I want to let the world know what's up. So you got singles coming. I have, you know, a distribution deal. And so we got more content on the way. I got 3 singles ready to go, working on an album, working with a new manager who's incredible. Her name's Felicity Ryan. Incredible manager. Shouts out to the women just holding shit down. Right. Do know what they're doing, you know, who just come in and just kill it. But yeah, the team is solidified. The team is strong. We're strong now. And it's just like, it's time to go. It's time to go get it. So yeah, singles, wait for an album. The album's going to be a minute, but we got singles coming for you. Of course, top of the year. Artistic visuals. My girlfriend is an amazing fucking animator, graphic designer. So she did most of everything that you see on Swim, the new single. She did the art, the cover art. She did the lyric video. She edited the music video. So the team is strong.
That's it, girly, because, you know, I love supporting the women's, and I'm not always looking for graphic designers. So I definitely, please send me sis page.
Yeah, she's amazing. Delaney, I love you. You're probably listening from downstairs. Love your ass. Hi, Lee. Hi, Steph. I just want to say hi to people that are on right now. There's my boo. There's Delaney.
I have like some questions. Oh, someone said, is there a way to buy or download MNFSTO?
Manifesto. Oh, wow. Okay, word. Is there a way to buy or download Manifesto? DM me and I will sell it to you, because it's not online. Because not everybody in the industry has your best intentions. And somebody who I used to work with, no one recently, very long ago, distributed that project for me, didn't give me any of the information on how to access the back end, and then ghosted out of my life. So I had to take it down off streaming. So I never, ever, ever received 1 penny off that. However, Manifesto, MNFSTO, which is my first album with Luku, it is, you know, I'm sitting on it, which means that one day it will be a part of my catalog. So I have bargaining credit, you know, when I go to maybe make a new deal or something. It's like, well, I do have this album and I have this album that are undistributed. So now we have bargaining power with the whole catalog. So yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
So whoever that was, DM me and I'll sell it to you. I'll send you the files.
Yes, Diet Black. Diet Black, if you're still on the line, tap her in with Blimes and she will get that to you because she's amazing. She's going above and beyond here, people.
I love my fans because they're the ones it's me and them, you know,
right.
and the community, right? It's just us. There he is, or there they are.
Right. Hey, Diet Black, tap in.
You're a real one for asking about that because that is an OG ass tape. Thank you.
Right. That's what's up. So usually before we go, I'll do like a little freaking
a little game.
Right. Finish that line. But
Okay.
I don't even want to put you on the spot like that because I'm just scared for you.
No, we can try it. Here's the thing. All right, what you guys don't know at home is that I told Krissy that I have terrible memory and that I take heavy ADHD. I take medication for my ADHD, but it fucks with my memory. So I don't think I'm gonna be very good at this game, but we can fucking try it.
Okay. Damn, I had a song in mind too and I fucking forgot it. Hold on. Okay. Because you said you used to listen to Snoop and Dre and them.
I listen to way more Dre than Snoop.
Okay.
I listen to way more Dre than Snoop. But, you know, fuck it.
Oh, I know what song I'm about to play. Okay.
Mac Dre, favorite rapper of all time.
All right. Mac Dre. All right. Got you. Bad. Okay, it's playing.
Who's your favorite rapper?
My favorite rapper?
Yeah, do you have one?
My favorite rapper is Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne.
I knew it.
You can tell from the way I rap, probably.
Yep. Heavy influence. I love it. But Wayne is literally one of my top 3 greatest to do it.
Wayne is the reason why I said, because I always I've been a singer my whole life, so I've always been a music fiend since I was like 3 years old. Yeah. But it wasn't until I was in high school and he dropped. It wasn't even like Carter or no shit like that. It was when he did Dedication 2. Mm-hmm. And it was just like, what the fuck is this? Hold on, I think I could do this.
Right.
Like, I think I could do this.
Right.
You want to know the first song I rapped on was, what's it, Mims? This Is Why I'm Hot.
This is why I'm hot.
It was so terrible, but everybody thought it was so good, and that's where I got the confidence to even rap. Like, everybody was like, oh, you got bars, and it really wasn't that. It really wasn't. But
I gotta hear that. I already can hear you on that. You mad because you this is why I'm hot. And
I remember how I go.
This is why I'm hot.
This is why I'm hot. You know.
Come on.
Why I'm hot. You know this beat slap. I got so much game, I put a none on the track. Why would I put none on the whole track? Wow, what is wrong with me? I got so much game, I put a none
on the track?
You are going to hell, ma'am.
You know what I hear on that, though? I hear the Mac Dre reference, because he's like, I'm so fly. What does he say? What did he say?
Oh, no. What did he say?
I talk what he says? What did he say? I talk a Muslim out of Kufi. What did he say? I talk a fly off a piece of shit. He's the king of those bars.
Hella little shit.
Hell of that shit. He's like, yeah, I love that. Oh, God.
I am weak, yo. So I have to play for the people. Wait, hold on. Should I play for the people our cipher?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Wait, let me show you guys our cipher from 2000 and whatever 9 years ago was. 2012. So this is how me and Blimes met.
Yeah.
In 2012.
And Plain Jane.
And Plain Jane. Shout out to Plain Jane. She was in this too. Y'all, don't talk shit about how I look. You know what I mean? The glow up is real, okay? The glow up is real. So don't even try it. But let me play.
Hey, I'm in the same boat, sis.
No. You look good.
I had the fucking bow tie on. Like, come on.
Wait, y'all. She comes on so tough, guys. Look.
San Francisco in the building. Look, okay. My team
And Steph is in the back, my best friend who's even in the chat right now. That's a real best friend. She's in the chat and she's in the background. Oh, shit.
Like, OMG. Yes, Stephanie, you remember?
Oh, shit.
For the days, guys. I'm actually not going to play myself.
What? Why not? Krissy, please.
This is so terrible, y'all.
I need to hear that Aflac bar before the end of the day.
Mind you, quick disclaimer. So, like, I had gotten into a fight, like, the night before.
No.
So, I was hella hyped when I got on the mic. Like, I'm literally screaming because I'm just replaying me getting into this fight the night before. So, that's why my energy is, like, super, super extra, y'all. So,
Let's go. Hey, I can relate, though. There's so many times, like, when we did the one at Shoreline Amphitheater, I couldn't hear myself. So I'm screaming, forgetting that people are going to watch this at home. And I'm screaming at the top of my lungs because it's live.
right.
And I'm like, fuck. And then I watch it back and I'm like, oh, I can't even listen to this shit. So I think in some way I can understand, but I'm going to need you to run it.
All right, y'all. Hold on. This shit kind of funny.
You already know what the fuck it is. You already know
Who the fuck I am.
Get
Get
it back, fam.
it back, fam.
14, check me out though. Listen, check it. Quit trying, you always be step behind. So while you running like some chillin' at the finish line, you ain't a bad bitch, you a mutt. Until you work it out flat, cause you a duck. Better wear a helmet when you cruise up in my lane. You hoes so lame, I'm dipped in helmet lane. Out the plane, Jane knows this man, she got that ill flow, but all them other bitches is real ones, I call them gizmo. Get your mind right, bitch, fix your mental, cause I be on point like a number 2 pencil. I really fuck with niggas about that life, and I only fuck the nigga if this head game right. Would you get back in the practice? I make that in the night. And yeah, I ain't all in the bragging, but I really ignite, bitch. That's fuego, you know I'm about my pesos. If a bitch thinks she's sick, then I must be fatal.
Huh?
Hey!
Angry
Angry bars.
I love it so much. You a mutt. Bitch, you work at Aflac because you a duck. And I'm dipped in Helmet Lane. That shit's hard.
Period. They didn't even know what Helmet Lane was.
I know. Do people still wear Helmet Lane?
Yes.
Okay, good. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yep.
I'm so far out of the designer world. If you can't tell by how excited I was to be in Givenchy on the beach.
Yay!
Givenchy.
It's looking good. Givenchy.
But yeah, I'm so happy we have that to look back on. And I used to be so embarrassed and I used to cringe at my old shit. And then I realized
The growth.
yeah, it is a real barometer for how much we've grown, you know?
Yeah.
Proud of you, Krissy.
I'm proud of you.
Let's
Look
go.
at that. Yes. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. My dog. Okay, so we're gonna play this quick game.
All right.
Out of here.
All right.
Okay, y'all. Let's see if this hip hop superstar knows hip hop.
Let's do it.
Hold on. Shit's tripping. Uh-oh.
I already know. Don't even play my favorite song.
Huh?
I said, don't even play my favorite song.
Nigga, this is my favorite song. Stop playing. And like literally, I love Dr. Dre. The Chronic 2001. Like, I swear to God, I still play this. This is like doesn't come out of my car. One of my cars, I do not take it out of my Audi, bro. Like
That's all you listen to? Oh, that's amazing. Oh fuck! I remember sitting on a skateboard at the park.
That is song.
One day I was walking by with a walking on. When I called a guy, give me a look without you looking right for the mark in the parking lot. But it's parking lot. I don't give a fuck if it's parking lot. I'm harder than me trying to park a dime. When I'm talking spark, right next to when you work is talking a 2-car garage. Hopping out with 2 broken legs, trying to walk it off. Fuck you too, bitch, call the cops. I'ma kill you in and out ass motherfucker.
Bargain dogs.
Slim Shady. How did it to the twin babies in the Mercedes Benz with the windows up when the tip goes up to the mid-80s. Calling men ladies. Sorry, Doc, but I've been crazy. There's no way that you can save me. It's okay, go with him, baby.
Oh, oh my God. Literally, I remember seeing that at my neighbor's house and being like, that's it. That's what I want to do.
Bro, literally.
And then memorizing. Nowadays, everybody want to talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of gibberish. Motherfucking Zach. Like they forgot about Dre. How hard it was to do that as a kid and like learned it. And I was like, come on. You got this. You got it. You got this.
Right.
What up, Frank? Dada. Hey, I'm a big Frank fan. I'm a big fan of everybody out of the Bay. Everybody. Like I'm a Bay Area head. Like I just ran into Jay Ant the other day. Love fucking Jay Ant. Love. Oh man. Shout out to the fam.
Super talented for sure. Yeah, okay. Oh, one more. Hold
All
on.
right, let's do it. Dada? Was that the line? I love it. And I'm not even gonna front and act like I know Dr. Dre's verse as well, and that's just because Eminem has the better verse.
I had to play Eminem because that is the better verse.
It is the better verse.
He went crazy. Like, what? It's Eminem.
It's good to see you, Frank. Even though your face isn't in here, it's good to see your name, man. Salute.
All right, we got one more.
Let's get it.
We don't have to jump in circles here upon this but me. We could get up off that. We could do the thing. We're right here. Yeah. We can stand on
Solid ground. I'm gonna do it.
no, we gotta check heights no more, cause that roller coaster don't ride no more. I'm 32.
Dude, it's got me feeling like I'm 23.
How it's supposed to be. Hulk Hogan, where you approaching things, you're off the ropes of me. The quotes along with RIP, the whole ghost and get the ghost of me.
But they said for a reason, let them stay stuck. Been on my job, here's a pay stub. Matter of fact, there's more work to do. Shit, let me get these bitches laced up.
Hey, thank you for the live performance.
Oh man, that last
Wait,
bar
I
here.
So,
What's that? Sorry,
you 32.
I'm 32.
How do you age? You give a fuck? Does it mean anything in this industry? Do you care? Is it like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? What are your thoughts on?
Yeah.
I'm the same age, by the way. There's no.
Hey.
No female.
Damn, you don't age, girl. You do not age. That's crazy. I think it's all made up anyways. I think the industry is all made up, so it doesn't really fucking matter how old you are, because you can make yourself, look younger. You can make your fans believe you're younger. That's not my style. I'm an honest person. I live an honest life. It's not my aim to be out here like fraudulent as fuck. But I don't think it really matters. What I think matters is the faith that you have that something's gonna happen, for you in your career. And if it doesn't, I hope the journey trying is fucking fun. So right. to me, I don't, I really try not to pay as much attention as to age, but that hasn't always been the case. There's a book that I read called The Artist's Way. And if you've never read it, I highly recommend it. It changed my whole outlook on creativity and my creative path and what I'm doing with my creativity. And what it said is that, like, it gives you these mantras, and it gives you this work to do that reminds you that you're not too old, you're not too broke, you're not too, square, you're not too busy, you're not too tired, that creativity is abundant and ever flowing. And creativity is a gift from our creator, and our gift back to that creator and to the universe is to be creative. And right. So if you're not paying attention to those negative voices trying to slow you down, then there's nothing stopping you from being, successful. So trust me, you got to read that book.
Love that. Hell yeah. My final question was if you had any tips or advice for upcoming artists, but literally the shit you just said was very, gym droppy there. I don't know. Anything else you want to add to that, my good man?
That's it, sis. Truly, if you look at your creativity as a gift given to you, by the universe, by a God, by a higher power, then you can take the ego out of it and take your harsh judgments of yourself out of it, because that creativity is flowing to you. Your only job is to show up and be creative. It doesn't matter how good it is. It doesn't matter how bad it is. All it matters is that you're making it. That's your job. If you're gifted with creativity, do the creative work. Give that gift back to the world.
Definitely. I felt that. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with me. I appreciate it. Thank you for sharing your time with us here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being present. Thank you for contributing to the art world. Thank you again for contributing to the Black community in the way that you did with White Out Wednesday. And I love you. And I love you. You can see my feature in a timely manner, please, ma'am.
Thank you. I will. I will. I got you. I promise. I'm feeling good. I'm back in the groove. I got you. It's coming. I want to say thank you to you for going out of your way to set this up, because I know from doing White Out Wednesday, I know how much time it takes to organize this, how much energy it takes to book people, schedule people, talk to them, be present with it, be intentional with it, send them the questions beforehand so they're not thrown off. Like, you're an amazing host. You're creative. Like, the way that you're sharing, other people, I think that is a real service.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank
you, everybody, for tuning in. Please go stream Say What You Mean and Mean What You Say by Blimes Brixton. Definitely tap in and stream Blanko Baguettes. I just dropped that today.
Blanko Baguettes, baby. We get that bread out here.
Period. You know what I'm saying? Dropping gems on you hoes.
Dropping gems on you hoes. Wait, Krissy, before we get off, do you remember the one time when we ran into each other in Las Vegas? We were in the Planet Hollywood, and I'm sure I was probably fucked up. You were probably fucked up. We're in the Planet Hollywood.
It feels familiar in my spirit, but with all the... It's Vegas. You know how it be, man. But I'm glad that we crossed paths.
Truly, that probably was...
I knew we were hella juice to see each other.
And that was the last time. So we need to make it happen again. So when I'm in the Bay, I'm going to hit you. Please,
when you're in the Bay, link with me. Let's just sit, have a cup of coffee.
100%. Shouts out to everybody that signed on tonight. We love y'all.
Thank y'all. Have a good night. Happy holidays, everybody.
Bye, Krissy.
Bye. Love you.
Love you. Peace.